around.
Oh my god.
So now people are going to have, well, if they go to
we're back.
in RSG.
I'm gonna put the link up for everyone. Silly McVenom. I love McVenom.
I mean, it is what it is. They all know this by now. Like, this is what it is.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Okay.
We're on a different video, but we're back. And it's episode 24.5 now. It is. It's 24.5. I mean, we have a 24. It's partially completed, and now we're on 24.5.
Let's see if everybody gets... Yeah, who's going to find a scavenger hunt?
Hey,
Yeah.
if there's any consolation prize, Venom, that's your first stream under an hour.
Oh, that is true. We finally did it.
And now Finn takes over and ruins everything. Hooray!
That's good. IP, I'm glad you found us, man. I'm sorry, guys. That's completely my fault. So that was going to be a smoother transition, but Finn and I, as usual, argue. And because we're like brother and sister. And at this point, he thought I had stopped. He thought I hadn't stopped stream, and I had stopped stream, and it just...
I thought you stopped stream on OBS, not on YouTube. So I was like, perfect. That's perfect.
Finn, we've already argued this off camera. Let's not do it while everybody's watching.
But she still doesn't know the difference.
Thank you, guys.
I just want you to know that while we were experiencing that, Finn had the most ultimate story of the meaning of life that I've ever heard. And I can't even put it into words. It was just straight knowledge.
I can tell you exactly what it was. I can tell you the meaning of life. Are you ready? Are you ready for the meaning of life?
Wait a second. Let me preface it by what it was to. It was to Edgar Q had posted a $2 donation stating, what did he say? $2. He said, please reset your internet, get off AOL because of the lag.
And here it is.
First for the donation.
Yes. And here is the meaning of life. AOL. Eat it! Eat it! Okay, there we go. That is it.
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
You can make all the letters. See, look, you got the A. You got the A. See, you got the A. You see the A? A. Then you got the O, right? And then you got the L. See, you got the L. You can put it on your forehead, too, so you can do this, too.
What does that even mean, Finn? Anyway.
AOL stands for America Online. It was the purveyor of internet back in the day.
AOL Messenger.
It is. And that was the main way of communication. They have started the infrastructure that now exists that allows us to YouTube stream and to use things like Discord, because AOL Instant Messenger was the purveyor of all those technologies. So big shout out to AOL. McVenom doesn't know what it means. We'll educate her.
I know what AOL means. Honestly, I'm older than all of you guys. I remember the dial-up. Little man running to get your mail. I remember going into chat rooms and ASL, age, sex, location. I bet y'all don't know about that.
Oh, I did. You missed it. I asked everyone in our state chat. We were having a discussion about like where everyone was from. So I'm like, oh, are we going old school? ASL. And they're like, and Nikki is like, ASL. No. Nikki literally wrote no in state chat when I asked for ASL. Good times.
Okay, so back to the topic that was broken up. I hope everybody's found their way back. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, Delete just posted a chat, AOL for life, to those who remember ASL. Finn,
you know the correct
donations?
Huh?
Are these donations going where I think they're going?
They're going to us. Super chat goes to us.
Yay. For getting to our
You know the correct response to that, right, Delete? Correct response is 18 depends and anywhere you want me. That is the correct response to ASL. I'm just throwing that out there. That is the correct response.
I feel like I was a 61-year-old female from New Zealand.
But it doesn't matter. See, the response is always the same. The response is always the same for those in the know. The response is 18 depends and anywhere you want me. That is the correct response to ASL.
I did have a
Finn or per like
no, for anyone. That was the standard response if you did not want to give out your exact information.
My buddy would farm pickup lines by saying he was a hot chick and then waiting for dudes to just be like, hey, what's up? And then like drop like, you know, like all these cheesy ass lines, and they would pick up the best of them and then use those on girls. He was literally farming pickup lines.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, dude, that's the creepiest but most scientific thing that I can imagine someone doing.
This is what happens when I take over the
know,
stream. I'm just throwing this out there.
Yeah, I know. We're all completely off.
RSG stayed 69 actually, in full effect.
Mako said this is the first time the bunker has ever gone under an hour. So woohoo for us. We actually did it once now. We can get over that.
It may also be the first time that the bunker was truly destroyed. You're just throwing this. We've truly lost the bunker.
No, actually, there was one night that I was fairly intoxicated, and we kind of lost the rails on that one.
I was running from the infected, so I'm sweating. Sorry.
Yeah, Delete's lost it too. Question: what is Backspace's ASL from Durgan?
Hey, Delete. You know the answer to this now. You know the answer.
18 depends.
I will have to. She won't get out of my DMs. I'll have to ask her. I've been left 47 in a row, not responded. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a married man, so can't be flirting around with other chicks.
Especially the ones with the mop hair. They're irresistible. Okay, back to the topic, guys. What were we talking about?
We had a topic.
Plasma. We were talking about plasma. What I was wanting to ask, but we were not online when I talked to it. Me and Mako had a whole discussion there, and we weren't even on live. So my question to Mako was the special events that have special currency, like State Warfare and Reservoir Raid. When there's plasma, I don't think Reservoir Raid coins get plasma. We don't get plasma in there. But in the State Warfare, if you look at Finn's screen right now, go to State Warfare, there's plasma possibilities in there. And I think it's 2 per each one, and you get up to 50. Do you guys think that's a good investment for a free-to-play or even a dolphin spender to buy the plasma there? You don't think so, Mako?
I think there are better options in there.
Yeah.
Well, you have to look at it too. That border that says exclusive goods up there, those 3 items, those are only if you win your SVS.
Oh.
So only if you win the SVS can you buy plasma cores and the general frags and the border, which I personally, the way I play, the fragments are worth a heck of a lot more than those plasma. Because I have every hero unlocked except for Ray and Rolex and Basil. Every legendary hero is just sitting at either, I don't know, what is it, cadet or something?
Yeah.
Or they've got 4 or 5 levels in them, so they're at captain, whatever that is, except for the ones I've actually spent time and effort on certain events that I specialize with to get them up. Like I have Ash at 60. I have whatever Zach's new chick was. That's at 59. I'm leveling her up through Explorer missions.
Big.
And then I've got, I think Maddie's at 70. Nicola's at like 50 something. And literally all I'm waiting for is fragments. So I've got, I think I messaged Delete one time. I've got 130 some general legendary fragments. I'm just waiting on whatever hero I want to bust them on. So, but yeah, I think general on those, the marches are only 7 days and 3 days. I wouldn't waste the time on them unless you're at Delete's level and are just missing that 2% or whatever, and you want an extra 2% attack. I would literally probably the only thing I would spend them on is either the skill books to level up your heroes because they get expensive after 70, or the speed ups. You got troop training speed ups and you have general 1 hour speed ups, and that's pretty much the currency you need at this level of the game in 125 for most events is plasma, chief gear, hero gear, speed ups. Every event has at least 3 or 4 days of one of those. So if you want to compete, even as a free to play, I mean it's not impossible. I ranked 16 in the last Survival of the Fittest total out of the entire state, and I got 20 Jarrett fragments. So it's not impossible to do. It is a lot of waiting and a lot of hoarding. I think I went through one time when I was going from 30 to Plasma 1, I had like 17 million resources and unopened items. and I just blasted through them. I was like, all right, here we go. Here's my whatever that talent that gives you a 10% boost on building construction speed. Bought the 4-hour construction pack for 15%, and I waited for the governor to put on the Phantom one they put on maybe once every 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
and I just busted them out, and then went speed ups, and I was like, I'm not going to do any gathering, so let's just bust open a bunch of items, and went from 0 star to 1 star in for like 12 hours. Done.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
So yeah,
You know,
it literally, it depends on your play style. But for me personally, I think those general frags, I mean, there's only 3 of them every 7 days. I think it refreshes, 8 days, but 3 fragments is a lot. That's one level at captain, or 1 at captain rank, whatever it is. So
Yeah. I agree. Dang, restoration trolling me. Do you see him in chat? Why is the video quality so good? Because I'm not streaming right now and my computer is jank and Finn is. Thank you very much, restoration. Now I feel self-conscious about my video quality. Edgar Q said, I missed the AOL comment. Yes, you did. I don't know if there was any other questions in the previous video. Finn, did you see if there was any questions? I was trying to read them out as we went through.
You can still get them on Nightbot. If you have Nightbot open, it'll be there.
I don't have anything open. I can't have anything open and Zoom open. Apparently,
you can. You're not streaming now.
So
you're not
bad.
streaming now. It's fine.
It's still throwing me the low internet quality up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Hold on.
Plus, I'm just lazy and I don't want to do Nightbot.
You might have to move the rabbit.
Might have to move what?
Move the rabbit ears outside, like the old.
Hang up my like little antenna.
Get some aluminum foil and extend those up.
Exactly.
And also, somebody said, "Was that a MAGA hat?" Was it? I said, "No, it's not. It's a RSG hat." You guys, we have merchandise. There's RSG hat. I meant to buy. I've got delete one for his birthday actually coming.
Yeah. Oh my God. How do you know my? Did I say that? How drunk do I get on these streams?
I know everybody's birthday.
You have my social security code. I've given you my credit card number.
I know your 16 digits.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 6, 9.
Okay, let's get serious. What else do we want to talk about? Anything else we can go over about the plasma stuff? I mean, basically, spend a lot of money or you have to be uber diligent like Mako. Setting your alarms, hitting all of your daily intels. And we also went over the plasma lab that ideally the best one to pick is, what is it?
The 60. Was it uncommon
60.
or something?
The uncommon crates. Going for the 60 uncommon crates are the best. I actually did not know that. That was something I was kind of confused about Plasma Lab, like what I should save for. Should I just keep using the smaller ones or should I save up for the older one, bigger ones? So that's good. Anything else that you would add, Mako, about Plasma and really trying to get up to that 5-star, which we're never going to hit, but.
Nope. Well, it depends on what does 359 have for event rewards now. Because this last Survival of the Fittest, we just got plasma cores, the chief gear maps, and hero gear maps were part of the rewards for the stages.
You mean for the commute reward? Is that
No,
what
for actual Survival of the Fittest, they actually gave out really good rewards this time.
Oh,
so,
you're talking about
plasma cores are now a reward you can get on, I think, 2 of the 7 days actually.
Mm-hmm. Finn, do you know have we seen anything like that similar? And I haven't been paying attention in 359 to be honest, because you're muted.
Sorry. If I recall correctly, we didn't have plasma cores at the last Survival of the Fittest. We just got plasma cores into the state with the last Capital Clash. So we're having a SVS now, which has that Survival of the Fittest. I don't know if plasma cores are a reward in that, but no, we haven't had a Survival of the Fittest since plasma cores have been introduced in the state.
Okay. So yeah, that's something that will be coming to you guys eventually, is that the 4th reward on most of the days will have something that is very needed. Plasma cores, I think hero gear was one, the chief gear maps, which are only available to people who buy them in packs, before this, at least.
Do you guys want to go over some throwdown? So let's show the throwdown, Finn. Let's show him your. Finn is like, what is your rank right now, Finn?
20, I think. I think I'm 20. Yeah, I'm 20. You can't see
delete
it
up there with the number 1. Dang.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Why is that embarrassing? Well, it's embarrassing to 125 standards, yes.
See, I think he's got like 12,000 points in 125.
Yeah, 125 is like ridiculous amounts of points, but like for 359, that's pretty good.
Jerry goes ham.
On day 1 too. He's
Yeah.
already maxed out like 7 missions done.
Nails it. He just absolutely goes. He's savage.
Yeah. So Finn has got 510, and he's thinking, oh yeah, but the big amounts are
No,
for like when
I know.
you're spending.
Well, I know that the best one is the 120 for the troops for free to play. The problem is it doesn't show up, and rather than just waiting for them, I just do the explorers and the other stuff to get the 400, because the 400 is all I need in order to get our group ones. And then if we start getting close to other levels, I'll biocap to do an 8th, 9th, and 10th in order to just get the additional points if we're close. But typically for us, we've typically been right at 17, and we've been about 3,000 away from 18. So it's just been to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm not going to do the other ones because we're just too far away unless like everybody is suddenly doing it. So I will get my 400. I'll usually get somewhere between 500 and 600, just depending. And then I'll look for those 120 for the troops. It's just they're not there. And because we're a little bit more of a casual alliance, right, compared to like high spenders or anything like that, I'm trying not to reset the ones that people may end up doing, like the infected ones, like the rallies, even the 70 troops, all that kind of stuff. So people will do those and get their points, so they'll get their 400s in their own ways. So
Finn, click off of that and show the rewards. I mean, show the tasks. Okay, Mako, do you have anything like quick tips for that?
Yep.
What? Yeah. Mako's like, yep, I should.
So I don't know who your R4s and 359, but there should always be at least 4 missions on cooldown 24/7, whatever. If there are doubles, get rid of one of them. There should always be something on cooldown because, like I said, that 120 for troop training is the most valuable for a free-to-play player. And if that's not coming up, it needs to be getting refreshed. Because your free-to-play players aren't going to be buying the 500 point bundle, which is 5 bundles worth 2,500 biocaps. They might buy the 150 if they're a dolphin spender, so you can leave those, at least, especially at your level where you only got to get 400 points. But that 500 point bundle, which is I think 5 bundles, 2,500 biocaps, I always get rid of that one at least after day 2 because most of our big spenders in 125 have already done it. The biggest one. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, but Delete only logs in so often. I want to make sure I save it for him.
He's going to be top no matter what.
I'll always.
Actually, those bundle ones are one of the most frequent.
Okay.
So after speed ups, it's bundles, and then it's chief gear, and then it's hero gear are the most common ones that'll refresh. And then after that, you got the troop, and you got the explorer missions, and then infected and gathering as well.
And the way we do it in law too is we actually have like set refresh times. Like even if they're ones that people use after how often we keep them up 4 hours at the max. Some of the ones that we refresh all of them, right?
If I log in and the board is full, I will give a 5-minute warning and I say I'm deleting all of them. So if you better take them if you want them, or the entire board's gone.
You will put a 5-minute warning.
Yeah, if they're sitting there, that means nobody's taking them, which means nobody wants them in my mind. So I just go and done.
Yeah.
And there was Mako was actually, he brought up a good point where it's like you should stagger deleting them sometimes too. So this way it always looks like there's one coming every 15 minutes or 2 coming every 15 minutes. So this way if something pops up that you don't want, something else is right behind it. So you're not waiting, the full time nonstop. It's supposed to just kind of like free clearing them all. They're probably about, I would say probably half of our R4s kind of go through and it just be like, okay, no one's doing chief gear, no one's doing this, no one's doing that. And it's kind of common sense of what what sticks out in your alliance. You know,
Mhm.
know the people that you play with and know what they're going to go ahead and do. So that's kind of how we actually, you know, play it there, and it seems to be effective. I will say that we've actually run into situations where people are just like, you know, what the fuck? There's nothing on. There's never anything available, and it's like, you know, activity will kind of like grind that through too. You know.
So I found Tits of Fury, actually, her alliance, she gave us a really good tip. Just the tip. I mean, it's usually never just the tip. She gave one. It was, they take a marker, they put a marker down, and then people can write, you know, everybody can add onto a marker. People can add comments onto it, and they put what they're waiting for. If there's something in particular, and before we delete something or before we refresh, you can look and see if that person, you can send them a message on Discord. Hey, your 30 legendaries is up. I'm going to delete it in 20 minutes. If you don't want it, you better go ahead and go get it. Now, in our alliance in 125, maybe that wouldn't work because we're just like rolling through those so fast, people snag them up. But it's worked in 359. So like we'll post up there, I'm waiting for this, you know, 300 gear parts or whatever. And they'll leave that one up so that nobody takes it out. I thought that was really good one, especially for the newer alliances that are trying to figure that all out. I think it's a good way to do it.
Can I tangent off that for a second? I have just a random question for you guys. In 125, are your alliance markers visible to everybody in the state?
No.
Because they are visible to everybody in the state in 359. When you put an alliance marker,
No, they're not.
You can see everybody else's.
No, they're not.
We have seen it.
No, they're not.
You can ask Sultan.
No, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
He's in our alliance. Oh, and we've seen
other people's alliance. We have seen other people's markers on target.
That was a bug.
Maybe
that had to have been a bug.
I don't know. We've had this discussion in chat. Like Zoltan saw it the other day too. I've been avoiding putting alliance markers. Yes, you can see them. Like, see, Resto's saying the same thing. You can see it. You can't see what's written on them, but you can see that somebody put a marker on a target. 100%.
In 125, we've never seen other markers.
In 359,
I've never, ever seen other markers.
359, we have.
Can you? Isn't it one of those things where you can share the marker to the alliance, or you can share it to the state?
I don't think you can share the alliance to this. I don't think you can share it because they're called alliance markers. You don't even have the option. Like I'll do it on our trap. Like if I try to do it, it's literally called the alliance marker. I don't have a choice, like anything on here. It just gives me the add button. That's
all right. Somebody find me proof of this. Somebody find me proof of this.
Resto is saying it in chat. I know Zoltan has seen it because we've talked about it before and we've seen other people's. In fact, he saw, I think Gas put a marker on somebody else, and then we did it. Let me see if I can find one here because they like glow on when you zoom out on the map. But since I'm on emulator, it's a little bit slower.
I wish you just said the alliance god put a marker on somebody else. That would have been funny.
Yeah,
would have been pretty funny.
There's an alliance Mako named God near us. It's always like God's angry with us. God's gonna smite us soon.
Yeah.
It was just
I feel
funny.
like we have a non-attack policy with God.
We're on a nap with God right now. Non-aggression pact with God.
But we try to be. Then there's mistakes that happen.
He cool with us, we cool with him. All right. Thank you, Restoration said. I will find you proof.
Because we've seen it before. Wait, there's a road now? What the hell did a road come into our state? When did we get a state
road?
Right here. It's like State Road 35. What the hell?
What?
Do you not see it?
I don't know what that 30.
I don't know what's going on with your stuff, but it's always freaky. Remember that one time that we were watching it in Discord and you had like these weird shadow
monsters? We have a
state
road in our state. I've been noticing that we've been starting to get like roads in our state. And now there's like, look, there is a road. You can see the road forming. Wait, what? We have a road.
Wouldn't that be funny if that was Highway 69 right now?
It would be. God, I would be so happy.
It goes away when you zoom in.
Look at this. We have like little state roads. Oh, look at this. There's an intersection.
Maybe.
Look at this. There's an intersection with the roads.
AS can put in a word to put Highway 69 through RSG land.
That's so crazy. I wonder what that is. What is that?
I don't know. We have roads now.
Update.
Oh my God, we have roads.
That's one of those very important enhancements that they've got people working on.
I want a road.
Optimizations, quality of life optimizations that we've got SOS working on right now.
What other state roads do we have, though? We have State Road 35. I wonder, do we have a State Road 69? Now I have to look for a State Road 69. Do we have one? No, it's just one big going from corner to corner.
So, hey, wait a minute. Jeremy in 130 says they can see markers too.
Yeah.
What kind of shenanigans is this? Why would you want to see other Alliance markers?
But that's why I haven't been putting Alliance markers.
Why would they allow that in the game?
I don't know.
Maybe that's a...
I didn't know this was...
Maybe that's a...
Ben, stop talking. What did you say, Delete?
Maybe that's a migration road. Aha.
So I don't know if y'all heard this. Delete's mic cuts out when any of us are talking, so we all have to be really quiet when Delete talks. Finn, why would they put that in there?
I don't know. I didn't know it was something that was odd. That's why I was just bringing it up. Like, I noticed it. It seemed odd to me, but I was just expecting like 125 people to be like, oh no, that's been there since the beginning. It's just the way it is. But no, yours like, no, you're wrong. Just like, I had no clue.
Well, okay. Number one, for the record, 125 doesn't have that. Number two, it makes no damn sense to do that. So logical deduction would say it's not in the game. Why would you do that? But then again, track history, sometimes they do things that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to send it. Yeah, I'm going to send a message. I'll send a message to the handler, Aeth, and see if he can escalate that question for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll do it.
I've been watching a lot of Back to the Future because it's been on, and where we're going, we don't need roads. So keep that in mind.
You're in full effect. Daedric's gone, and now Delete's taking on all of the dad joke role here, and he's taking it all on.
Sorry, I completely went on a tangent. Because I went about markers.
Jeremy says we don't see all markers, just randomly see ones that are not ours. That is so odd. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I have no idea.
Throwdown.
No, we were talking about throwdown, and then Finn interrupted about the markers. So,
because you were using Alliance markers as a way of tracking things. That's why I wasn't just like a random interruption. Topic. It was related, because then everyone sees that you have an Alliance marker. So I was just wondering.
But they can't read it. Even if they see it, they can't read it. So
yeah, but then if they can,
they can't pick our throwdown.
No, but then you have to put it on a target that like maybe throws them off, right? You put it on like somebody. You could use the attack one and put it on some random person and just leave it there, and everyone can see it. And then you just put in there like, this is the throwdown I want, and that person is like, why the hell do I have a red flag on me? See, you can use it for strategy if you know that people are seeing it. Just,
Mako, let's go back into throwdown. What else? Yeah. What else? What other tips would you have that we haven't gone over that you would say is biggest thing?
So for newer players, newer states, and even free to play, the biggest thing again is mapping out what you want. So like, I'm gonna read off our Discord quick. Usually they have different point values for each same mission. So like hero gear, there's a 350 is the top, 250 as well. So if you look at it, the amount of gear that you need for the higher one is actually
600 gear parts.
Yep, it's the same amount as two of the 150s, but the 150s, if you do two of them, actually give you more points than that higher one. So if you take the first mission, spend the first amount, then take a second mission, spend the same amount. You spent the exact same as that high mission, but got like 30 more points.
Yeah.
And that goes the same with speed ups as well. Like if you have a research speed ups, I think it's 110, 150, and yeah, something like that. But if you look at it, it's X amount of speed ups gets you this point, and then it's double for like this point. So if you do two of these, it actually is more points than doing one mission alone.
The only thing is you spend more challenges, but if you're refreshing
if you're looking at what you guys have now, where 400, it gets you all of the rewards.
Yeah.
All you got to do is do all 7 missions and get higher point total, and you get all 400.
Yeah.
Now, the next tip is for people with our, like in the champion leagues with 1600. And this one's big for free to play. So you get 4 extra missions every day you can buy with bio caps.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing I recommended in our Discord was buy the first 3, which is 200 for the first mission, 500 and 500 for a total of 1200. The event itself lasts for 6 days. So if you buy 1200 each day, that's 7200 bio caps. And yes, you need to save up that 7200 bio caps before throwdown starts. But this is what you get. You get 27 extra missions total. If you divide that by 1600, that means you have to average 60 points. The top gathering is 60. The top explorer mission is 60. The top infected kill is 60. Everything above that is above 60.
Yeah, so you're not spending any to reach those.
Exactly. And then if you reach the 1600, you get the 11 general frags, and you actually get 9,700 bio caps. So you get your 7,200 back, plus an extra 2,700 bio caps.
Plus all the frags.
Plus
and all the other rewards.
Plus the rewards, plus the speed ups, plus the hero parts. I mean, you're actually gaining more by hitting that 1600. And I know we have a member in law in 125 that complains that he can't reach 1600 because he's free to play. I've reached 1600 every single time, and I've given you guys rules and little cheat sheets that get you to 1600. You just have to plan it out.
So, Mako, would you be willing to share that little guide, or do we keep that for law?
We can share it. It's in Discord under the throwdown menu, and it's like 5 messages I sent it in.
I may put that in the RSG State of Survival just for people to look, because it's really good. That's how I've managed to hit my 1600, because I'm just not as active on it as I wish I could be because of work. And with using that guide, just making sure I'm just like, he breaks it down very simply of like, you can do this. Trust me. You can do this.
You really have to look at what events are going to, because every throwdown I hit the 270, 15,000 bio caps, because it runs the exact same time as the voucher mission event. So you pop that 270 bio caps, you go buy your 10 vouchers or whatever, that's 15,000. There's a mission done, 270 points. Easy peasy. Then you get fragments for whatever hero you want as well.
Yeah, and somebody said in here, throwdown isn't worth it. The rewards rather save for SVS. Well, Mako actually just told you actually don't have to spend anything other than your initial investment, which you'll make back if you hit your 1600 and your alliance gets to that final level. You're not spending anything because you can actually do you said you only need 60 a day, Mako, or 60 points per. So, and you can do that on the challenge. Per challenge. And so you can get those on the infected gathering. What are the intel ones? I think there's one that's intel. So
but the
you
troops
don't have
are the
to
best
spend
one.
anything.
The infected.
Yeah.
And you actually win rewards for SVS. Like you're stocking up more for SVS if you get it.
Yeah. If you spend those first 3 missions every single day, it's 7,200 bio caps. That's all you got to spend. If you reach 1600, you get 9,700 bio caps. That's gaining bio caps after you've spent it. So you get everything you've spent plus more.
Yeah. Like there's lots of speed ups and stuff in there.
11 general fragments for legendary heroes. I mean, that's how I got 130 some fragments that I'm just gonna, the next survival of the fittest or the state v state, I'm just gonna bomb one of my heroes and be like, all right, level 60, here we go.
IP's like, that guy's awesome. Mako is pretty awesome. We love him in law. I've always been a big Mako fan. Sam 9K said, have you guys noticed the NPC bases? They gather and will towel hit you also.
I have not seen any NPC bases.
Are we playing the same game, Sam?
He's saying he's joking.
Okay, he's joking.
Yeah.
Dude, see, I don't put anything now. They're talking about seeing markers in places that you're not supposed to see them. So I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I haven't seen it. That would be fun, though. That would be fun.
Oh. So there was a State of Survival knockoff that did something kind of like that. You remember playing it with me, Delete, Survival Fort or whatever, and the game was completely dead because it was so broken. But it was a complete knockoff of State of Survival, but they did things like that where they would have NPC bases that would attack you and stuff. And it was cool for a minute, but then it was so broken that nothing worked correctly and there were so many glitches in it. It was just awful. But
Yeah,
that would be cool.
The description of the game makes it sound so much cooler than it is. Just like it was like, oh, it's Fallout Shelter and State of Survival all in one game. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, and then everyone started playing, and it was just like, wow, this is really wonky.
Yeah,
like
it was just wonky.
Places, there was like things were like were kind of broken, and
there was tons of glitches in it.
Fun while it lasted.
Yeah, I mean, it was just something fun to dabble in until we got a new state to dabble in. It was during the boring times when we were just shielded up 24 hours a day in state 125.
Oh, I don't miss those days.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mako, for all those tips. You're so helpful.
I mean, that helped a lot of players because, a lot of the stream is, we try and incorporate, and actually it's Venom really does try and incorporate, free to play and like big spenders and, everything in between. And that was probably the most effective breakdown of how you can actually play this game. And also, take note in the fact that if you take the time to read everything in this game and break it down, there are ways that you can maximize your effectiveness just by paying attention. And supposed to just looking and just imagining like, oh, the higher thing is just better because it's higher. It's not always the case. Actually, it was a Kamut town that was, it was like the $5 like pack to get more oxygen tanks was a better value than buying the $100 pack. So it was like, okay, so I should just buy, instead of buying a $50 pack, I should just buy 10 $5 packs, and that made a huge difference for all those that were trying to play. So, don't depend on the game to kind of lead you into like, oh, more money is better, because it's not always the case.
Not always better at all.
You can take my advice as free to play, but I have my own style, and I focused mainly on getting all the heroes because you have all the heroes. They can't take them away from you. Now you just got to level them up, which takes more time. But now my focus has shifted because I used to specialize in survival of the fittest, and I would only do survival of the fittest. Top 100, like almost every time I've done it. Top 50 probably 6 or 7 times, and then that last one I was 16th place in the whole state. And
as the free to play player.
Just because I want the fragments, and that was my big thing was fragments. And now with the new rewards, I'm probably not going to go for top 100 in SOTF. I'm going to want the chief hero parts, and I'm going to want hero gear parts because that's more important to me at this stage of the game. Because you have so many things that give you legendary fragments. Reservoir Raid gives you fragments. You can get it through Throwdown. I mean, it's just abundant there. So now that I have all the heroes, I can focus on other things that I need to that are now available to me.
Like gear.
Yep. And the biggest thing for a free-to-play player is your biocaps. Do not waste them. Like I said, if you can do Throwdown and the voucher packs, it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. You get a Throwdown mission worth 270 points, and you get 10 fragments of whatever hero is sponsored. Or if you're looking at like I think the last one, I kind of stopped getting Ernie frags. I wanted to get Zoe up there because I don't have a legendary soldier hero. So I've been focusing mainly on Zoe frags. And I've got enough to get her probably to 50 at least, and she'll take the top spot because right now I'm rocking Mike. And he's been doing work for me. So
yeah.
So you use the vouchers, you buy the vouchers, you save up your biocaps for the voucher event, but you use that during a throwdown. You get the spend 10,000 or spend 5,000 throwdown.
15K biocaps get you 270 points, and it gets you 10 vouchers. So you can use it on 10 fragments or whatever the hero is specialized, or the next gen is always 8 of those vouchers. And then the gen before that is 6. So like that's how I got Jeb finally. I was doing, I think, 10 Zoe fragments, which was 80 vouchers, and then I bought 2 Jeb vouchers. I did that for 5 voucher missions. I have Jeb finally unlocked. So, but yeah, I've got enough to probably get Zoe up to, I think, whatever the 1-star is, major or something, and she'll get to level 50.
Big.
Nice. It's really good. Really good tips there, Mako. You need to come on more often when we're having more free to play discussions like this. So I have a question on a whole, like in general, you're still enjoying the game. Like even with all the changes and knowing that they were moving up to 5 stars, that we might have even higher power increases, like caps, are you still enjoying the game and still motivated to keep pushing?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's plenty of stuff outside of PvP to do. I mean, I still join pretty much every rally I can get into for Capital. And even when my work schedule switched and I wasn't on for most of Capital, I'd stay up late. I'd join 2 rallies, 3 rallies, get my max points, go to bed, wake up, and hey, we're still doing Capital, so let's join a couple more rallies. So, and you've got Throwdown is a big one. Ray's Place, I really love Ray's Place. It's an easy way to get legendary hero frags. That's how I got Ash to level 60. That's how I got Zach to level 60.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for him to get a soldier hero up there. They haven't done it yet because it's been it was Trish.
Yeah.
Did they have Trish up there? Oh yeah.
It was Trish, then it went Ash, and then it went to Zach, which is another scout. So the 2 scouts and a brawler hero in Ray's Place. So I've got 2 legendary heroes that are up to 60, and I'm just waiting for a soldier hero now.
Yeah. So I think that's good to know too. It's like we heard a lot of people talk about like just the enjoyment and the motivation is. I think the other thing that you have going for you that other people don't is just knowing what role you're going to play in your alliance too. Like I think people get so upset about we have a couple people in our alliance who are just like, I'm free to play and I can't do anything. Well, you're trying to join a capital rally against a fully maxed player with T9s and T8s. You can't do that. You just can't. That's not within your wheelhouse, and you have to stick within your wheelhouse of what you're capable of doing. Now, once you get up to 1 star, we can work on doing things at like raining, like you said, you rain, you join rallies when there's rally against a tower or whatever. But like, you clearly know where you fit into the alliance, same as I do. We're support characters in PvP type stuff, but in then other stuff we're kind of, we're leaders. So I think that's another thing is just like knowing what your place is in your alliance. Because like we were talking earlier, is just like you're in the top alliance in 125 as a free to play player, and you've kept up consistently with it with no problems, and you're in leadership. So, you can do it. And I think Jeremy put it perfectly. Jeremy said, if every free to play player was as intelligent and dedicated as this dude, instead of whining how it's pay to win, we would solve world hunger and see peace in our time. Sam9K wants to know, where's the breakdown again, Mako, which Discord channel? It's actually in Law Discord on 125, but I'll get Mako into RSG State of Survival, like our RSG community Discord, and we'll get him to post it in there, and I'll pin it in there because it's really good. And I think it would be very, very, very helpful for our free-to-play players, which we really do want you guys to keep playing. That's what I'm really worried. I told Finn that I was really worried that, like, we do want Spenders playing and we want Dolphins playing, but we still want our free-to-play players playing, because if they all quit, it's going to get really boring if you don't have, like, active states with a dynamic group of players. And so we need to do things to kind of keep them interested as well. And, like, things like what Mako just did is really good for it. So thank you, Mako. You're awesome. Oh, let me get the second code out. Oh, I was about to press the button, Finn. I was about to press the button to give the second code out.
I'll press the button. Hooray!
The second code is Ducky.
Right over the face of Burning Finn. Right over the face of Burning Finn.
That, if you guys don't know, that is my Burning Finn in my 359 account. I don't remember what he was doing. He was picking on me in a stream, and I just decided to make a Burning Finn because he said I didn't have enough trees in my city.
It's true.
So I just
It was so depressing. It was so depressing. But now I am the face of McVenom's trees. I
made a Wicker Man effigy. I think I'm going to try to spell out RSG somewhere in there. I don't know. We'll see.
Finn would hate my base then. I think I've got like 5 trees. That's it.
Let's go see
whatever they start you with.
Let's go see Mako's base.
It was still a lot better than Deletes, because in Deletes in 359 literally had like one walkway that led to 8 traffic lights, so there's no way the pedestrian would be able to go anywhere. Like literally it would be like a red light in one and a green light in another. It's like, where the hell are you going to walk? Seriously, it was the most ridiculous thing, Delete.
My 350, my 125 has like my name written up there, and Finn says that it's like I have a cult going where everybody's just like worshiping T McV up there. Finn, you should have the prettiest settlement contest. I think
State of Survival did it. They had a base decorating contest.
But also, you know who did it before State of Survival did it? Was Sticky Fang. He had a State of Survival. Prettiest.
I've seen some really cool ones where they've like combined like the 3D aspect of it into a 2D and like made like a dragon and all other kinds of things by putting the pieces in the correct spot. You can actually do some really cool things if you spend it. I like just making sure that it's
how do you have that much time to do that? Well, I mean, it is COVID. People are home a lot right now, or been home a while, so I can see that.
Raymond in our base, in 125's got a soccer field.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I haven't seen that.
Complete soccer field, like, center line. It's nice.
Oh, I bet that is nice. See, I need to get better about stuff like this. I'm so unambitious. Is unambitious a word? Yeah. Sure.
I will lead McVenom's base to decorating prosperity.
You look ridiculous. Stop it. Crazy. All right, what time is it? 10:30. We did an hour and a half. Sans like 20 minutes from downtime, so it's a pretty good stream. We'll probably pop over. Mako, are you able to join us in the after stream for like a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
And anybody that's watching, if you have any questions, Mako will join us in the RSG voice chat, and you guys can ask him questions. And
do you want me to look for questions in Nightbot, or are we just doing it all in Discord?
Oh yeah, look for questions. Delete.
My Yankees just lost.
Aww.
Stinger. That's a stinger.
Who did they lose to?
Tampa Bay. 2-1.
Not to throw salt in your wound, D, but one of my friends on Facebook shared a meme of the Jets to Sarah McLaughlin.
Oh.
And it just says, you can save a jet now by calling 1-800.
You can't.
Oh, wow.
Can't save a jet, unfortunately. It's
a
long time since the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well,
delete.
At least
delete. I'm a Dolphins fan, so
like the Vikings. We could be the Vikings and not have a Super Bowl. That's kind of you look at it there.
Very true.
Yeah, the Jets are so bad.
At least there's no Brady. At least there's no Brady. Delete.
Yeah,
there's no Brady.
Seriously. And we're probably still going to lose to Bill Belichick by like 40 points.
Yes, me too.
Plus,
yeah, my Dolphins will do the same thing. So yeah, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Okay.
Any questions?
We only have one question. It's from Durgan, and the question is: the stream didn't survive. Does that mean the zombies won?
Oh, look at that ugly guy right there. You see him behind me? Yeah, the first stream didn't win. So we also have been playing this game called Phasmatagic. What is it, Finn?
Phasmophobia.
Finn, come on, focus.
The zombies won.
What's the Phasma game?
Phasmophobia.
All right. Phasmophobia. We're the Haint Hunters. And so Durgan has been saying that the ghosts have been coming, the zombies have been coming and destroying my
Ain't no ghosts, they haints.
So.
They haints.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up because Finn is he's ruining it now. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate all your support. We're going to head to the after stream in RSG in the VC chat. If you're not part of it, check out the stream. Or the YouTube, and down there will be a Discord link. Join Discord and look for the State of Survival VC. You'll see us in there. We're going to be hanging out for a little bit, and just come out and chat with us, hang out with us. Gift codes for today were Tits of Fury and Ducky. And follow us next week. We'll be here Friday. Yeah, it's not Halloween. No, it's not next week. It's the week after, right? It's Halloween.
2 more weeks, I think.
Yeah. So we'll be here at 9 on the bunker. Mako, thank you so much. We appreciate you joining us. You can come back anytime you want. You were an awesome guest. So much information. the kind of like when I don't have to work too much and I can just sit here and listen. It was great.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Until then, guys, thank you and happy hunting.
Ah.